Nolan, what was it like being back out there today?
Oh, it's a blast. It's exciting each year, just getting back with a new team. We've been working all summer, and it's just exciting to find out what this team's going to be about. We kind of all have the same DNA each year, but it's cool to see, just kind of find out what this team's personality is going to be like. But we got a lot of talented dudes, a lot of committed guys, and so it's just been a blast to be working with these guys this summer and ultimately get out here on this field on the first day. So it's been great.
How's your mindset? I mean, you've been here like 10 years, right?
Yeah, something like that. It feels like it. No, my mindset is, I'm locked in. It's just, it's another year. I was telling some guys earlier today, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I'm happy where I am here, and, it's just great to be out here with these guys and have another year. And so I'm really blessed, but, I'm locked in. I'm ready to get to work.
Dad was saying the older guys that have been here 5-6 years, when you know it's your last year, it's a little bit different. Do you feel that at all, where you know that this is your last chance to really go?
Yeah, well, I thought last year was my last year as well. So I kind of felt that same thing, had that same mindset. Getting granted another year. Like I said, it's a blessing, and I'm just privileged to be out here and excited to work with these guys. It's just ultimately a lot of fun. Love playing the game, love being out here, and love competing. So.
How different was you in the spring? You did more of a coach had you do. How different was it for you in the sense of to get playing, but knowing that you saw it from the sideline and you were coaching guys?
Yeah, we were a little more hands off in the spring. Still got a lot of reps, not as much live work, and not a whole lot of team stuff we did. Got some here and there, but got to help just kind of teach and coach a lot of guys just from seeing things from being here for a few extra years. You got a little more insight and can kind of relate to some of those guys who are in that spot where they just don't know as much yet. So it's nice. It was nice to be in that teaching role for a little while, but it's definitely great to be back out here competing and getting the work.
When you look at game one, who you got coming up, what's the value of having so much experience on the defensive side of the ball? Everybody that you got out there kind of knows the drill.
Yeah, I think we're definitely ready for the moment. We played in a lot of big games, and we know this is going to be a huge game. We're really looking forward to it. Excited to have the crowd back. Being a stadium like Charlotte, and the atmosphere is going to be incredible. And I think it definitely brings a lot of value. I've been in those games, those situations before, kind of keeping that poise and that composure. Not letting the moment be too big for you. So got to kind of get that through to some of the younger guys, or maybe some of the guys who haven't played as much, and get them ready for that moment.
How much does that focus everybody, having a game like Georgia in the first week?
I think everybody, just being able to come back out here and play football is going to have that focus, no matter what the first game is. But definitely, playing a team and a program like Georgia definitely brings a different mindset and a different focus. And it's something to kind of motivate you through the summer and kind of have seeing that picture of what it's going to look like, and it's something to motivate you through the summer and drive you.
Knowing you got Justin Ross back hopefully in a week, you got three really talented freshman wide receivers. What's it going to be like going against this receiver corps? It seems like you have as much talent as you ever had there.
Yeah, there's some freaks out there. I'm sure Ross is going to make my life miserable during practice every day. So I'm looking forward to that. But no, I'm so happy for Jay Ross. Getting cleared to come back out here. Such a good dude, such a hard worker, committed guy, and tremendous athlete. And having him back is just so big for that receiver room. Just having his presence there. They're going to have a great year.
How much do you feel like that iron sharpens iron mentality really applies when you have to go against guys like Justin and Frank and all those guys?
Oh yeah, that's everything. When you line up against a guy like him or some of the weapons we have out there, it definitely makes game day slower, for sure. And just kind of getting that experience, that exposure against that speed and that caliber player, that caliber athlete, it makes us better. Getting to see that look at practice every day, doesn't make the moment too big for you when you got another guy out there you're competing against.
The player-led stuff this summer, any of the new guys on either side of the ball really stand out to you?
There's a lot of guys. I think Shipley can fly. That's obvious. From the offensive side of the ball, both a lot of the young receivers, just super talented as always. We're always bringing in some big-time receivers. Those guys are the real deal. Some of the big O linemen I've seen that have had a great summer, they've stepped up, and I think they're going to be big contributors to us this year. Defense side of the ball, we got a lot of young talent, from the safety position. Makuba just came in. Love his work ethic, love his range. Good kid, always asking questions, trying to get in the film room. That's something good to see out of a young guy that wants to learn and wants to get better. Nate Wiggins, great athlete. can cover anybody. So he's gonna have an exciting career. You know, I could name probably 100 guys, but you know, it's good to see that out of some of the young dudes.
Being around as long as you have, do you view yourself as a coach on the field? Do you have some of the younger guys coming and asking you questions? Like, is that sort of how you view yourself?
I mean, I definitely view myself as one of their teammates. Obviously, you know, I'm still one of the guys, but I mean, you know, just having been here so long and kind of have you know, a lot of knowledge of the defense and just scheme. You know, it's I'm able to, you know, kind of help out some of those young guys and some off the field stuff, and just, you know, probably easier for them to come to me and ask some questions here and there just while we're, you know, working and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely great to, you know, be able to help some of those guys.
Being the mentor to those guys, who was the mentor to you when you came in?
Oh man, I had so many. You know, I'd say one of the biggest ones when I was younger was Ryan Carter. You know, he could play any position, kind of under-recruited guy, was a baller. You know, played on some of the biggest stages, made some of the biggest plays. He was a big one. I mean, always, you know, Tanner, Denzel, Kayvon, those are all my guys. You know, we kind of went through it together, and, you know, all, I think, taught each other a lot, and we're able to, you know, help each other out. And so just some guys like that, I think we're, you know, have close relationships with.
You've been one of the leaders on the defensive side for a while now. You've seen DJ kind of take over that reins as a leader, not just offensively, but the entire team.
Yeah, for sure. You know how DJ is, very Cali, kind of low-key, chill guy, but, you know, definitely just always has a composure about him. You know, just love his poise and, you know, kind of what he brings to offense from a leadership standpoint, you know, just getting guys in, working, and, you know, just kind of quiet, but always grinding, you know, always putting in the work, and you're never going to hear him complain or anything. And so he's just, you know, just a great teammate and a great guy to have out here. He's going to be a great leader for us.
I know he just got here, but Barrett Carter, what were your early impressions?
Yeah, Barrett, yeah, from the first day. I mean, you can tell just his physical presence is there. I mean, dude's built. Dude looks like a stud, and then I think he has great coverage skills, good hips, moves well. Excited to see him strap the pads on and, you know, play some football. But you know, he's picking things up well, learning, and, you know, like I said, it's exciting to see that out of the young guys, and, you know, wanting to learn and wanting to get in and you know, get with some of the older guys and to, you know, pick things up quicker. But yeah, he's gonna have a bright future.
Tyson Pumachan, were you surprised to see him across the way on the offensive side? I mean, tore his Achilles in spring, and he's already back in practice.
Yeah, you know, Tyson's been grinding. You know, I'm not really sure on his return or what that looks like, but I've, you know, seen him out here in the training room, out, you know, workouts and stuff, and he's, you know, he's getting back to healthy. So it's gonna be great to have him back when he returns. But yeah.
I know you said Will can fly. Is there like any play in particular that stood out?
No, I don't think anything, you know, necessarily yet. Just with skills and drills and stuff, and I'm sure he'll have a big impact this summer camp and when we get into these scrimmages. But you know, just working out with him and you know, being on the field, doing some other stuff. Just very mature for a young guy. You know, how he takes care of his body, how he handles himself. You know, just going to be a great player.
How important is it for the leaders to kind of come around Fred Davis, kind of pick him up? He's in a difficult spot.
Yeah.
And what do you say to a guy like that that's, you know, put himself in a difficult situation?
Yeah, I hate it for him. You know, Fred's a great dude, first of all. Obviously made a bad decision, and it cost him. And, you know, I'm just thankful everybody's okay and everybody's safe as of right now. And, you know, it's just, you know, trying to throw an arm around him and encourage him. And, you know, hopefully, you know, he learns from this lesson, and others on the team as well, you know, and just not let that go unnoticed. And, you know, everybody kind of, you know, just putting their arm around Fred and helping him out, and, you know, learning from the lesson and not letting it go unnoticed.
This receiver class, like, how would you compare these new guys coming into some of the other ones you've seen? Obviously, you've seen a lot of pretty good receivers coming in.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to compare guys, but I mean, these, you know, Dakari and Bo, just both rangy, big dudes. I think Dakari weighed in like 220, 216, something like that, and just a big dude, runs good routes, strong hands, plays the ball well in the air. Bo, I think, you know, super fast, very fundamentally sound, comes in and out of his cuts really well. Just very solid, you know, and so these guys are going to be big for us, and you know, going to be great players, and I think you'll see see them on the field early.
Nolan, the guys up front on the defensive line, they remind you of that 2018 group in any way?
Oh, they've been grinding. Yeah, I mean, it's nice seeing Brian's presence up there. I mean, the speed we have off the edge, and then the leadership with Brian and TD in the middle. You know, it's good to see that, you know, come back and see them work this summer and gain some weight, gain some strength, get better. You know, just, you know, the older you get, you know, a little more wisdom you have, and their leadership's really stepped up, and so it's I'm seeing some of that resemblance from that 2018 group. So yeah, for sure.
How much